Bookman Lewis, welcome back to the challenge.
Welcome back to MLB Tonight. I'm Robert
maybe
Flores,
not.
here alongside former GM Dan O'Dowd and baseball researcher Sarah Langs. The MLB Draft Combine is coming up. It's always an exciting time. Dan, what can we expect? What are you most looking forward to?
Well, again, these are the best players in the country. So players get to answer questions in this combine. Players get to push themselves up on the board. Players get to put themselves in a draft position. So I'm watching how the players are going to compete over the next few days.
And Sarah, this is a historic event this year because 2 female ball players receiving invites to participate in the combine after their storied collegiate careers.
And of course, both these women are expected to be drafted, but that doesn't mean the combine isn't important. It's an important opportunity to evaluate them with all of this technology and for fans and teams to see what they can do with all of this technology and all of this StatCast.
And what a unique story. You know, high school teammates separated in college, back on the field now competing against the best players within the game. That is just really exciting.
Well, we can't wait to see how it all unfolds at the Combine in Phoenix.
Bookman Lewis, welcome back to the challenge. Gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are, actually the very first episode of a brand new series.
Welcome to day 1 of the MLB Draft Combine from Chase Field in Arizona. The top high school and college baseball prospects, both male and female, showcased their skills this week, giving MLB clubs another opportunity to evaluate this year's draft class. It should be an impactful few days here in the desert. Alongside Sarah Langs, I'm Dan O'Dowd. It's time for batting practice, so let's turn our attention to what's happening down in the cage.
Anyway, as I was saying, welcome to back to the channel, a brand new series on the channel. We have our very first MLB The Show 24 Road to the Show with our female, CJ Prescott. Okay, let's see what you can swing your bat. Good hitting requires rhythm. So CJ Prescott is who we're...
Sarah, BP started now, and this is where the scouts really bear down. They're looking at presence in the box. They're looking at the balance, rhythm, and timing of the swing.
Oh, my.
They're looking at how clean a swing path is. They're looking
All
at
right.
how connected a player can be to a swing, and they're looking at the ability if they can hit the ball the entire field.
And there's so much data that comes along with BP. We've got exit velocity, which means we can look at how often the player's hitting the ball hard. In this day and age, hitting the ball hard has an actual definition. That's 95 plus miles an hour. And why do we care about that? Because in today's game, if you hit the ball hard, you're going to hit about 500 on those batted balls with a 1,000 slugging percentage. Another stat we'll look at is launch angle, and what we define as a sweet spot batted ball 8 to 32 degrees of launch angle, basically a line drive. So I'll be looking at how often these players will be making that kind of contact as well.
You know, I think about big league players like Alvarez, Judge, Ohtani, Trout. Their hard hit ball data is crazy. Their launch angles are very, very, very consistent. And you add
So I'm not quite sure why she's not hitting him.
And think about, Sarah, the pressure these young players are under right now is probably the most pressure-packed BP these players have ever taken in their
There we go.
careers.
There we go. Okay, now we're good. New controls here. Well, there we go. That's not bad. Not bad. Grade is an F, though. That's okay. Grade is a D now. Okay. Now we got a C. Not
Solid
bad.
average batting practice. Head's real steady. Hard ground balls to all parts of the field. We'll need to learn to lift the ball a little bit more. But everything you looked at in her swing was fundamentally sound. She just has some tweaks that she's going to need to be able to apply to really take advantage of her skill level.
All right, so the infield drills now for shortstop. Let's see what we got. Throw to first.
Sarah, we're into infield play now. I have to tell you, this is my favorite part of the combine. From a scouting perspective, every time I walked into the ballpark, I'd always focused on my shortstops to begin with. I'd look at their footwork. I'd look at their body control. I look at their glove-to-hand transfer and how accurate their arms were. You know, we are an industry that loves arm strength.
Well, that didn't work.
It's the quickness of the ball out of the glove, and it's the accuracy of the throw that's important. And I'm trying to see which of these players really check those boxes off for me.
Well, that exchange is something we can now measure thanks to StatCast, which is outstanding. In terms of metrics,
So here we
obviously,
go.
we are going to focus on that arm strength, even though I agree it isn't the end-all be-all, and your shortstops are certainly the ones leading the way. Average of about 86.3
All right, so we got to get inside a
on
little.
that max effort arm strength in 2023. Again, that's their top 10% of their throws, the absolute best of the best, and that doesn't even account for the guys like Ellie De La Cruz out here.
And, you know, it's really interesting, Sarah, if you watch the drill work that's being
So here
done.
we go.
They started balls at them, then they went to glove side, then they went to the open backhand side to really see what arm strength was, and then they finished with slow rollers, both the backhand slow roller and the ball they came in at, trying to see how they
All right, so now we're going to start taking it for real.
Different arm angles. Let's take a look at the third base position. You know, when I think of third base, I think of Nolan Arenado. So I'm looking at first step quickness and body control, and if they can throw from different angles. So in this drill, let's focus on that. When we turn to second base, look at angle reads. The best second basemen in the game, they've got great first step quickness, and they've got great angle reads to the ball.
That's an F grade. I don't like the controls on here. I gotta set up my own controls that I'm used to with RD and... Okay. That wasn't bad. Okay, we're setting up for the double play. Okay, okay. Field the double play. Okay. Well, that was bad.
Projection. The talent package is there. It's just very,
That
very,
was
very
bad.
crude.
For your bullpen
Arm strength
session
is
and
there.
arm in the mound,
The
it's a
body
good
movement
pitch. Okay.
patterns aren't, so she's going to need a lot of reps to be able to duplicate.
Like I
what a
said, I'm
good
not really
infielder
good with
has
those
to do
meters,
tonight.
folks. Really not good with those meters.
Well, we're down to the pitchers now, Sarah, and the variety of things scouts are looking for when they look at pitcher. They're looking at, how well their
Knuckleball.
body works over the rubber. I talk about balance, rhythm, and timing within their delivery. They're certainly looking at arm strength. They're going to measure spin, horizontal movement, but you really going to look at command. I mean, where the catcher's set up, can you throw the ball to that spot, within the strike zone or outside the strike zone, and can you do that with multiple pitches?
As you said, already a handful of things that will be measured here. Of course, velocity. You mentioned spin rate. Something else clubs take a look at is active
Missed that
spin.
one.
That's what percentage of that spin rate actually contributes to movement, as opposed to just spinning but not changing
Missed
the way
that
the
one.
ball is actually moving.
And so that's why deliveries are so important. Every one of those metrics, Sarah, is tied to your ability to
Got that one.
duplicate your unique body type. And that's why you can get a lot out of these bullpen sessions by bearing down on a pitcher's delivery.
Missed that one. Well, I tell you what, CJ just isn't good, is she? All right, well, there's a C, so that's not bad. Nope, missed that one.
Solid average, nothing exceptional, just does everything really well. Really good feel for her off-speed pitches, which should play in professional baseball. Like to see a better feel for the changeup. Do think that will come. And I actually think there's a little bit more arm strength in there.
So there you have it, folks. Thanks for the effort out there. You've been evaluated at the Combine for way more than happening today, so don't worry about it. Be the best performance. With the games coming up over the next few days, you've got a great opportunity to show what you can do in live action and make a better case for yourself before the draft to try to go. So here we go, folks. Looks like the Pirates actually projected to go into the round 19. Looks like the Angels are interested, as well as the Rockies, the White Sox, the Guardians, and the Washington Nationals. Returning to the clubhouse. Day one is complete. No awards. And here we go. Okay, so day one and the drills are done. I gotta admit something. I kind of feel weird about it. Let's go with anything. What's on your mind? Just feel pretty defeated, I guess. Like, I know I'm really good and deserve to be here, but all these guys are definitely... Okay. Let's go with that one. Much better. Show them who's boss tomorrow. All right, folks. Here we go. We are going to set up CJ here. I guess we can't do that right now. Okay. We can't set up CJ yet. with her perks and whatnot. So let's go here and play our game. Let's play our game here, folks. Let's do what we got to do here. Day 2.
Hello and welcome to the MLB Draft Combine on MLB The Show. I'm Ben Gelman and I'm thrilled to be bringing you all the action. Day 2 of the MLB Draft Combine commences, a true field of dreams and aspirations. Today, we're on the cusp of history as not one, but 2 women step onto this prestigious stage. One an up-and-coming pitcher, the other a potential everyday player in the making. Both ready to prove in no uncertain terms that they belong here. No matter what, today represents a seismic shift in the baseball landscape. Marcos Santiago, the next to hit. These tournament games are, of course, just a part of the larger picture here at the Combine. Drills and assessments measure each player's fitness, strength, agility, and on-field performance.
So gameplay.